Hello. I made it. um, I am home. And, pretty beat up. I feel like I got beat within an inch of my life. Thanks, for reaching out to my post, and wishing me well. Thank you very much. If you didn't know, I had surgery for an acute appendicitis. I'm sure a lot of people have had that done. It seems pretty common. But it was absolute agony, let me tell you. And it's funny, about 9 months ago, this happened. 9 months ago, this happened too, where I had the same kind of pain, and they did the test where they push on your lower right quadrant, and it was indicative of appendicitis, but then it didn't show up on a CT scan, which is rare. So I didn't have anything done, and I didn't take any antibiotics back then. I got pain medicine, morphine, and fluids, and it went away. So it showed up again just a few days ago. I went to bed, the night before, feeling a little discomfort, and I woke up at 3 in the morning in excruciating pain in my abdomen, and it felt the same to me. I knew it was the same thing. But I was confused because, the last time I had the testing and the imaging, it didn't show appendicitis. So I was thinking it's got to be appendicitis, but it didn't. That's not what they said it was last time. So anyway, it was so early in the morning. I didn't really know how to get myself to the hospital without, disturbing somebody else. So I waited to see if it would pass. And I was just writhing in pain for a few hours, basically. It was also really difficult to move, and I was getting cold, and my lips were turning white, and I was getting really dehydrated, because when your gut gets damaged, it draws all this water to it. There's a lot of water absorption, reabsorption in the gut. So anyway, I took a shower because I was getting cold, and that kind of helped, but I couldn't even stand upright. It was like I was hunched over the whole time, just in agony. My belly was killing me. And so I finally, my wife was at work because she works the night shift. And so eventually I called my dad, and he didn't answer at first, so I had to walk over to his house, which isn't that far from where I live. And I went into his house, and he had finally kind of got the message and was getting up. And so he got ready, and then took me over. And it was by the time I got in there too, it was shift change and stuff. So I went to an emergency clinic. They tested me. They finally got morphine running and some fluids, some antibiotics. CT scan showed appendicitis for sure this time. So, by this time it's probably in the morning now, and they asked me what hospital I wanted to go to. And if you didn't know, from watching some of the live streams, I do work in a hospital. I'm a respiratory therapist. So I decided to go to the hospital where I work. I figured if I went there, they would see me quickly and kind of roll out the red carpet for me, which they did. So I showed up in the emergency room at the hospital I work in, and I had the surgery several hours later, basically. So from 3 in the morning on March 15th to the hospital to surgery, I was home by 8 p.m. on the same day. Anyway, yeah, now I'm just recovering. And, yeah, it's been tough, man. Like, you know, if you've ever had this before, it's like I had the robotic one too. So, like, I have like 3 basically stab wounds, it looks like, in my abdomen. And they inflate your belly so that they can get to the appendix, take it out. And anyway, that air that ends up in there too, like, makes, like, even though they vacuum it out somehow, it still makes its way into your, like, other areas of your ribs and stuff or something. 'Cause, like, if you've ever had a gas pain, like, in your rib, like, it hurts to breathe in between your ribs, it's like that, like, all over, man. Like, my clavicles, my shoulders, my neck, my abdomen, like, there's all this, like, air that's moving, and it gets in these pockets and stuff, and it just kills. Not to mention just the surgery itself. So I'm taking, like, muscle relaxers, Tylenol, oxycodone, like, you know, to manage the pain. And the other day, my dog, like, nudged me while I was sitting on the couch, and it just about killed me, it felt like. And even, like, laughing and stuff hurts, man. So anyway, you know, I had all that happen just totally unexpectedly. It was like my stomach hurt a little bit, and then all of a sudden I was, you know, the next day I was in surgery. So anyway, yeah, and it's just been hard to breathe and stuff. Like breathing hurts, you know, it hurts my chest. And, like, you know, I was intubated for the procedure too when they knocked me out, and my throat was kind of messed up for a while from that. It's a weird thing too, you know, it's weird how you, like, you go in, like, it's all bright in the operating room, and they have your arms outstretched, you know, and they're putting oxygen on your face, and then everything goes dark. And then when I opened my eyes again, and I knew where I was because I work there. I was in the recovery. I was in PACU, it's called. And I remember I couldn't breathe right away. Like, I woke up and I'm in a different place. I'm in the recovery. I'm in a bed. I recognized where I was, and I was like, like, I couldn't breathe for a second. And then as I started to, like, kind of come to more and more, I was able to take a little bit deeper breath. But yeah, it's a weird feeling, you know, and you're just so groggy, so slow, like, from the anesthesia. So anyway, that's where I've been now. Is I'm just trying to recover. I'm gonna have to be off work for a while. You can't push or pull anything, you know, and I really can't. Like, I mean, there's no strength in my abdomen right now. It's like even if I just, like last night, it took me forever just to get to bed because I couldn't, like, get comfortable. I couldn't, like, sit and then lay down without, like, my shoulders and, like, that air I was talking about, like, hurting up here. And so then when I was laying flat, I couldn't, like, breathe. And so then I had to, like, sit up, and then I can't sleep when I'm sitting up. So I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning last night, you know. So, you know, this isn't a, you know, feel bad for me, woe is me thing. I'm doing fine. I'll get better soon. It's just, I just wanted people to know, like, what the experience was, how I'm doing. You could probably tell I seem pretty low energy right now. Yeah, I feel like that. So we'll see what happens with the channel and stuff. It's really come to kind of a halt at this point just because I can't really work on it. But, you know, some people commented and said like, oh, well, you know, be waiting when you come back, man. I'm like, yeah, you know, it's not going anywhere. So anyway, thank you for commenting. Thanks for being concerned. Thanks for wishing me well. Thanks for praying for me. I really appreciate that. And you know, that's it. Just wanted to give you an update. Yeah, I think that's it. So, thanks, guys. Just wanted to mention that I'm on the up and up now. You know, gonna be healing and be back stronger and better. All right, thank you. See you later. Bye.